One sunny day, Duck was waiting for Gordon with his passengers. Gordon usually is on time, he puffed to himself. Just be patient, said his driver. He'll be here soon. Just then they heard a familiar whistle. Then Gordon chuntered in. Where then? Asked Duck crossly. Beg pardon, Gordon, but we are always right on time. Another cow strayed on the line, sniffed Gordon. We had to wait for the farmer to get him off. And I don't care if an animal was on my line, interrupted Duck. I just beat my whistle. And it just sends them packing. You'll see. When his passengers boarded the coaches, he puffed importantly away, leaving Gordon very livid. The next day, Duck had to collect a goods train to take to the big station from the harbor. Near the level crossing was a goat field. They were very hungry, and it was nearly tea time. One of the goats saw grass at a level crossing. There's my food, he thought. So without warning, he jumped over the fence and ran towards the level crossing. He reached the level crossing and chewed on the grass, but he had no idea that the level crossing was used for busy things, including trains. Duck was approaching the crossing, unaware of the goat. He was still thinking about Gordon when he saw up ahead was the goat. Duck braked hard and stopped just in time. Startled, the goat looked up at Duck. He had never seen an engine as big as he is. Move off my line, please, ordered Duck, and blew his whistle loudly. But the goat just glared and baaed directly at Duck. The goat stood right up in front of Duck, not moving. Duck tried everything to get him out of the line, but he wouldn't move. Just then Thomas arrived with Annie and Clarabelle. What's this, Duck? He asked. Why's that goat on the line? He probably escaped his field and ran straight onto the crossing to eat some grass, explained Duck. I tried blowing my whistle to get him off the line, but he won't move. Have you ever tried asking him politely to move? Asked Duck. And he simply said, Excuse me, Mr. Goat, would you mind moving off the line, please? The goat looked up straight at Thomas. Then he nodded. Duck was surprised, and he said thank you as the goat walked away happily to its field. As soon as the line was clear, Duck puffed away fast. He finally reached the big station in estimate time. Huh, sniffed James. You're late. I met a silly goat on the line, explained Duck, and he puffed away to the sheds. When Gordon heard the news, he laughed and laughed. Well, he chuckled. Looks like I'm not the only one who has encountered an animal on the line before. Duck then smiled. You're right, Gordon, he chuckled, but the only way to get him off the line is through kindness. There are many farms along the line, but the animals know not to go on the line as it's too dangerous, but they also know when to say hello to the engines. Whenever Duck sees one of the goats, he whistles, enjoys a friendly conversation, and then sets off to collect his train.